Yes, I am Mariam Kamara of Hamza Bayo TV, and today we are here at the Banjul International Airport to welcome Miss Africa Global, Zainab Haidara. Before that, I will give you a brief background about Zainab Haidara. Zainab is a 22-year-old Gambian and a mass communication graduate, a mental health activist. She is also a fashion designer and also the founder of Z Corner for all national pageant. She is the current Miss Africa Global. Zainab won 9 national crowns, level and 1 international, making it 10 crowns. September 17th, 2021, Zainab went on a youth conference in Dubai by the Arab International Model United Nations and won a female delegate award for Gambia. The one we've been waiting for is finally here, and she's here. Let's hear from the horse's mouth. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. And what's the name, please?
I'm Zainab Haidara.
So you're the Zainab we've been waiting for all along, the Miss World.
Yeah.
Is it Miss World?
No, it's Miss Global Africa.
Miss Global Africa. So if I call you Miss World, will you take it?
Why not? I will.
All right, so I know it's not an easy journey, but then you've made it out of the whole lot. How did you do it?
Dedication, commitment, and believing in myself and believing in the change I wish to see. Because everybody is passionate about something. So what best matters is how best you utilize the stage or the platform or the opportunity that you get. You know, especially representing a whole nation. So you have to think about where you come from, the people that believe in you, the people that were there for you yesterday, the people that wish to see you bring that crown back home, not just for you, but for everybody. So if you have that zeal in you, whatever round that you are coming up on stage again, if you have that mindset, you make sure you give in your all, not just for the sake of winning, but for the sake of to be seen, to be heard, and to be remembered.
So I know it's not an easy journey. So what are some of the constraints which you had when you were participating?
Okay, it was not easy though, because you know, when it comes to pageant, especially international, I've been before I go for this trip, I went online and going through certain previous international pageant, and I realized the way you dress, the manners you appear, and all that counts as well in the camp. So I was trying to lobby as a young fashion designer coming up. I was trying to lobby for designers as well to sponsor, to invest into my journey. Yeah, few doors, you know, you call many, but only few answered. So, and the funds as well was very hard till I went to NYC, and I make it up to them. As the national queen of this country, you guys have to fund my going. And they were like, we already received an email of your going, so we will obviously sponsor you. So with the hard work and commitment of Auntie Aissatou Seka, it was a possibility. And I reached at Nigeria. The ambassador Papanjai took very care of me. He calls nearly every day on video call, on call, to make sure what I am eating and how those people are taking care of me. So those people realize, wow, Miss Gambia, your people, do they think that we are going to sell you in Nigeria? Because everybody was calling to make sure like I am okay, safe and sound. So that also contributed to my going, yes.
Speaking of finance, how do you see the industry down here in the Gambia? Are you guys considered that much?
To be honest, we are considered 10% out of 100, honestly, because right now you will see, okay, a pageant will be organized, and let's say an artist will organize a concert. Some institutions, ministers and philanthropists of this nation will buy 50 tickets, 150 tickets, 200 tickets, you understand, to support. But when it comes to pageant, they see it as an exploitation. They will not help, you understand. You have to give your contestants ticket to sell. You have to give your family members ticket to sell. If you're working in an office, you have to give those people to buy. So government is not really supporting into pageant. The only institution in the government that I can attest that is somehow supporting will be Ministry of Youth and Sport and NYC, though they are the major people responsible for it. But I expect government to do more when it comes to pageantry. in other international countries and other nations, like the people I competed with. Some of them, they are stakeholders. We are throwing parties for them and other things, despite they did not win. But Gambia here, if you don't win, you're nothing. If you win, even me, I'm telling you this, in next 6 months or 5 months, if you talk about Zainab, many people will start to forget. You understand? When someone try and make an effort and build a legacy, at least win something, even Pursobundawalasa, we have to celebrate that person and recognize that day annually, as this person have did a great impact for Gambia. Yes.
So, if you were given chance to write a bucket list about some of the things you guys will be needing for proper conduct of some of your activities, what are those things that you will write down?
Actually, right now, I cannot give a list item of everything, you know, but for me, anybody that knows me know that I love teamwork. That is why even in my mental health journey, I used to say, when I is replaced by we, illness becomes wellness. So when I'm to talk about pageant industry, I will not only speak for me as an individual, because whatever I might say might be my opinion and what I undergo, when other queens have different journeys and experience. So it's going to be a teamwork where we will brought up ideas and brought up things that we want the government to provide and help us. You understand? So I think what the government needs to create for us is, if someone won a pageant or went international and win a pageant for this country, let them make you brand ambassadors. Let them try bring you up into decision making when it comes to performing arts, especially in the pageant industry. You understand? Let them see you as the voice of those queens out there, because a lot of people are so dedicated, committed, and very enthusiastic and energetic when it comes to pageantry. But because of the less value of pageant in the Gambia, their parents and families are not embracing that with them. You know? So which government really needs to look into it.
Hello, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
What's your name, please?
My name is Kadi Samate.
Oh, Kadi Samate. So, Kadi, you are here today to welcome Zainab. Is she related to you also?
Yes.
I even said yes.
Yes, she's related to me in every way, because I believe that we're all here. All of us that are here are related in one way or the other, because it's one industry, and then you've seen people with crowns and sashes and everything. It shows that we all have one thing in common, and that is the industry that brings us together. But well before the industry, Zainab and I has been sisters, not by blood, but then the industry have brought us together and make us build an amazing sisterhood that we never thought, it would have been possible.
Since you are like a sister to Zainab, I would like you to define her as a person for me. Like,
I will just give you a few words. I believe that Zainab is a determined young lady that is enthusiastic, and she's hardworking. But above all, she has this heart of giving. Zainab is just like myself, but the reason why I love this girl so much is because I believe we have a lot of things in common, because I have this charitable heart. The reason why I'm able to build up my foundations in being able to have Miss Environment and Face of West Coast is not because I want to be able to groom girls to do beauty pageants or probably raise funds, but I want to be able to change the narratives in a sense that I believe there is more to beauty pageants than just card working and wearing a crown. And that being the case, I've been working on series of charitable programs that has to do with Birkama Health Center, because one of my events, at the end of the day, 50% of the profit is given to the Birkama Health Center. And the Miss Environment Gambia, we're partnering with the National Environment Agency and Ministry of Environment in making sure that we provide girls that are championing environmental projects. And Zainab is a mental health advocate, and we all know Zainab well before this.
Listening to you, I've understood that like you're also a sister beauty queen too. So what would you say to the kids out there who want to become like you guys in the future?
Well, I would add the government on top of that. But first of all, I want to start with the kids. That is, these young girls that you're seeing behind Zainab, standing with their crowns and titles, all wish to be able to have this same chance as Zainab have to represent the Gambia international, and at the same time be able to bring home a crown like Zainab did. This is our first ever crown. But what I can tell the kids is that they need to be able to believe in themselves, because trust me or not, if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else will believe in you. If you don't push yourself, nobody else will push you. When I started this in 2013 up till date, I had a lot of people standing by me and saying what I am doing is not right. A lot of people going into my mother, my family, and discouraging them about what I am doing. To one extent that I had to have my mom stop me from contesting from beauty pageant back then. But I was able to convince her and make her know that there is more to this industry than what she thinks it is. But next to the government, because that if we want to go in there, we'll spend the whole day here. But the whole thing is, I need the government to understand what we are doing. What we are doing is very, very important. And then the problem we have in this country is support. You have myself and a lot of beauty queens that have been into internationals. They have a lot of dreams that they want to be able to do for this country, but because there is no support, we are not able to do all those things. Zainab came in today as Miss Global Africa, our first ever crown. Like, since Gambia has started, beauty pageants, participating in beauty pageants, going into internationals and everything, I have never, unless it was there, I have never seen a whole international crown. This is my first time seeing a whole international crown in a Gambian's head.
It's a new whole thing for you.
New whole thing. But this thing, it's very sad. It's very sad that a whole first time Gambia won an international crown, this girl had to travel back to this country with economic class.
Exactly.
Understand? They could have changed her flight when they knew she won, even though they were not there when she was going. She went with economic class. We all traveled with economic class. Me, I even suffered. So now Zainab has won, and they all knew this whole thing went viral. Well, before today we were here. They could have changed her flight to business class, at least a whole international crown coming into the Gambia. But they did not. They did not do anything. You understand? So we were telling the government that they need to know that we are ambassadors. And whether they know it or not, this country belongs to each and every one of us. So we are doing our quota as beauty queens in contributing the little we can to national development and community development. So they need to come to our aid and support us. We're not even asking for much. What we are asking for is either support us in paying for our flight tickets, support us in providing our wardrobe, because you need a suitable wardrobe to go and represent your own country. You need pocket money, you need the likes of that. And those are chicken change to the government and even NGOs and other stakeholders. We are saying support us in these things. And then we at least go out there, raise the flag of the Gambia. She had gone through a lot to be able to bring this flag back home. So if they do not, support us, we will knock into their doors. And when we are ready to knock into their doors, they will have to open the doors.
Zainab has finally arrived, and we've all heard what the girls have said. They said they really need support, and the government has to come in, including those that have the capacity to help them. They really need your support. We've all seen what the girl has done. We all know that the crown she brought home is not a small crown. Somebody who has gone to contest with different countries, and she came back first. It's not something small. So whatever she demands for should be given to her. And this is not the welcome we should have given to her. She should have been treated like the crown queen she is. And thanks to all those watching. I am Mariam Kamara once again of Hamza Bio TV. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share our videos, please. And thanks to Mr. Lucky and the whole camera crew.